Guys, it can't just be me, yeah, who loves them females that literally have a boyfriend, but the boyfriend's like a background character of our life. Like, she still has an identity outside of her boyfriend. Like, her whole world doesn't revolve around her boyfriend. She barely posts her boyfriend. She still goes out with her friends. She still has hobbies. She still has a job. She still has things to do. She still takes care of herself. She makes it known that she's that girl, and he's just there existing, and he basically like worships her presence. Like, there's nothing more I love than that. You go, girl.
I don't know if you married or not.
No, I'm not married.
Okay, here's what I'm glad you're not. Because what you do, the queen you are, I went through three marriages, and I'm more happy now. But you want to marry. I don't know where they get this 50-50. This is it. You pay, you got your head.
Right.
I would, no, that's not how that go.
Right.
The world thing.
Okay.
We are queens.
Okay.
You gonna pay the price. So who's the prize? You the prize.
Right.
I already know.
Right.
This was a short 30-second clip, but I think it is a prime example as to why so many Black American women struggle in relationships, partially because the elders in our community haven't figured out how to do it successfully. Now, this older woman, it sounds like she was definitely older. No disrespect to her. It sounds like she was trying to just give some words of encouragement, some words of advice to this young woman and just tell her not to settle and, a whole pep talk about you being a prize and being a queen. But there was a key point of information there that I think is noticing. She said she was married 3 times and is happier now. The implication of that is that she was married 3 times and that it didn't work out. She didn't say widowed. She didn't say I loved my husband, and then, she didn't say anything positive about her marriage. She just said I was married 3 times and I'm happier now, as AKA I'm happier single and married. Those are the implications. So we can already assume that this woman was talking to an older Black woman who was unsuccessful in marriage or unsuccessful in building happy, thriving relationship advice. But this woman now goes on to give relationship advice to a younger generation based upon her failures. And here's the thing. I do think we do need to have elders. We do need to have people who are older than us who are honest about their wins and also honest about their failures so that we can hopefully do better. But so often when it comes to the relationship discourse and when it comes to topics about family and child rearing, whatever, it's usually people who didn't necessarily win or didn't figure out how to build anything healthy and sustainable that are always leading the charge or trying to give advice or trying to progress the situation when they haven't shown or demonstrated in their life that they've done anything useful or healthy. Like, for example, if you were trying to lose weight successfully, you're not going to go talk to a person who started 3 diets but then fell off of the diets. You're not going to do that. You're going to go talk to a personal trainer or somebody who has shown that they have a long track record of being healthy, maintaining a healthy body weight, BMI, all that kind of different stuff, and who was actually successful at it. Or if you want to purchase a home, you're not going to go talk to a homeless person who's been evicted 3 times. You're going to find somebody who owns homes or is maybe a realtor or someone who's an expert. So I'm saying we understand these things when like other practical things, but now when it comes to relationship and marriage, like we're very comfortable listening to people who have not demonstrated at all that they have any relationship success or that they've been able to thrive. Not just because it's one thing to get into marriage, but some people are in relationships and it's just toxic as hell. I'm talking about they're in marriage and they're actually thriving. They actually like each other. They actually have demonstrated they have created something that is worth emulating. And we don't have a lot of that in Black America. If anything, you have a lot of women, I think, not only are they kind of not being as honest about the things that they did wrong, they may say, oh, I'm happier now, but they're not saying, man, you know what? I was married 3 times and here's something I would have done better. And I would encourage you to do this. Or here's something that I learned. Here's something like they're not passing off good information that would help to empower the woman as far as being self-reflective, as far as being prepared, as far as being balanced and humble. They're just filling their heads with, oh, well, you deserve better, queen. And it's like, no, you're not. No, you're not a queen. Not everybody is a queen because a queen is associated with a kingdom and there is a king. and there are actual principles, and there is a government, there is decorum, there is policies, there is actual there's restraints. Queens don't act whatever way they want. Like if you're a queen, that means that comes with a high level of responsibility. That also means it comes with a high level of decorum. That also means that comes with a certain level of values that you do not cross. And so even this word queen, like I understand it's something that ladies like to use as a way to help empower each other and give value. And that itself in and of itself isn't wrong, but it comes a problem when ladies start to use that as a way to pedestalize themselves and put themselves on like some high hill, and then start to look down on men who are on their level. And then in relationships, if you have this whole I'm a queen, I'm the prize, and you have this me, selfish, give me attitude in a relationship, that's going to cause a lot of problems. Because if you're a queen and she recognizes you're married to a king, there's a give or take. You're still sacrificing on some level. There's still going to be, both people are giving and taking. But if the whole thing is like, oh, I'm this prize and this man has to come up to my level and do all these things and all becomes about you, that's just hella selfish. And unfortunately, I do think right now a lot of the relationship discourse is selfish, and it is promoting selfishness, and it is promoting these unrealistic expectations. It is not encouraging women to be self-reflective. It is not encouraging ladies to like even think about those things. And it's just leading to a lot of failure, honestly. It's leading to a whole lot of failure. So I mean, again, this is no disrespect to the elder. I know she was trying to encourage a young woman, but I think something that would be really useful or helpful from elders is to not try to just pump ladies with self-esteem, but to also give them the tools that they need to navigate marriage. And navigating marriage and relationship is not just, I'm a queen and you're gonna have to pay all my bills. There's none of that has anything to do with marriage. And if you're an older woman who has never had a successful relationship, then you probably don't need to be giving relationship advice. Or at least my thing would be, I'm not going to get relationship advice from someone who has not shown that she's been successful and healthy at it. I'm just not. I might listen to maybe what not to do or consider it, but they're not going to be the one counseling me. Not everyone who's old needs to be an elder. Not everyone who's old needs to be giving advice. I hate to say it. You know what I mean? So anyways, y'all, those are just my thoughts. What do y'all think? I thought this relationship advice was horrible, personally, but do you guys think that this is helpful? I mean, do women really need to be hearing more and more that they're queens, or there doesn't need to be more of a level setting that, yeah, you are valuable, but you're not necessarily more valuable than this person, and you can find somebody on your level, and that actually can create a better, happier, more realistic life and romance than whatever you're hearing now. What do y'all think? Let me know down in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening. If you've gotten this far, we'll talk later. Bye.